guys, hello, my name is Yelena, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna try new recipe, dulce de leche cake. This recipe kind of sounded pretty good, so we're gonna give it a shot. Alright, so we'll see this angle is good for filming or not, so I'm kind of doing it a little bit blind. So I have my mixer here, I have my mixer bowl, so that way you guys can see the way it's mixing. Alright, so I'm gonna put recipe in the description box. So I have my eggs and all of the sugar, and I'm gonna whip this until it's very light and fluffy and kind of pale yellow lemony color. All right, so I have my whisk on and let's go. All right, so this is where you need to be. Let's see. So it's light yellow color, and it comes down in ribbons of my whisk. See? So it's nice, light, fluffy, and foamy. So that's what you want to see. Okay? So now let's do... Here's the container I had the eggs in. So I just put in here my sour cream. All right. And I'm gonna add to this whole can of dulce de leche, and I got this from just the regular grocery store on international food aisle. So this is Nestle dulce de leche milk-based caramel, 13.4 ounces on this can. So we're gonna put whole can in sour cream, and I'm gonna mix it till it's nice and smooth and no lumps.
So here's our mixture. So let's go ahead and mix it up.
All right, so I think that's fine. I don't see any chunks. It looks nice and creamy. All right, that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna add all this to our egg mixture. Let's give it a stir. Now let's add our dry ingredients. So we have baking powder and flour. All right, and mix this one until just incorporated. We don't want to lose the body of our eggs. So as soon as it kind of goes in, I'll do it. Quick turn like this, and the rest I'll just mix with my, like that, or with your spatula. So you want to be nice and still fluffy. Look at that pretty color. Okay, and then I have here 2 pans, half-sheet pans, so 2 of them, and I'm gonna divide. They sprayed and lined with parchment paper, and we're gonna split this batter, kind of eyeball it between 2 pans. So it's gonna be very thin. Just carefully spread it. can almost use a spatula for that, because it is pretty thin. You can bake it in a round pan too, but then you'll have to split the layers. So this way you don't have to deal with splitting layers in half because they're pretty thin. All right, and we're gonna put it in the oven. I start at 10 minutes and we'll check with the toothpick to see if it's ready. All right. All right, guys, so this is just out of the oven, so you can see if you touch it. So that's been 10 minutes. I baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you touch it with your finger, it springs right back. So this is all nice and good. So I'm gonna cool it off and we'll continue. All right, so while cake is cooling, let's go ahead pre-make. We're gonna need to make soaking syrup, and we're gonna use for that another whole can of dolce de leche. Then we add to this milk, whole cup. And again, mix it till it's nice and smooth and no lumps. Alright, now let's do icing. So for the icing we need another can of dolce de leche. Cream cheese, the whole pack. Butter, two sticks, and go ahead, put it in the mixer and fluff it up till nice and creamy and combined. So this is what it looks like, and we're gonna fold the whole tub of whipped topping. This is 16 ounce, so it's been sitting on the countertop, so it's nice and soft. So I'm just gonna do a little bit first, like about the half. And give that a mix a little. So that will lighten up the buttercream a little. All right, and then we'll put the rest. All right, so mix it up off the sides, make sure it's all, see on the bottom how it's darker in color, so let's give it a mix and put it back and mix it up a little. so that should do it. Wait. Ah. Alright, so now let's put our cake together. So we have the syrup, the icing, so the cake looks pretty chilled. Gonna have a quarter sheet board size. And I'm gonna split this in about as good as I can for 2 layers.
And do the same with this one. So it's just like delicate cake. So I just usually go and cut with the parchment.
And that way you can just pick it up, lay it on the board, and take it off just like that. So this is much easier. So this is a half a cup. And take our syrup. I'm gonna try to spread it. So let it absorb. And then our icing divide in about 4 layers, 4 parts too. So we can do like that. Right, and continue that with the other layers. All right, this is the last layers. Now it looks like I cut it pretty nice. It looks pretty even. Now, if it was for your guests and you would try to make it nicer, I probably will still go with the knife and even this out. But this is for us, for the family, so I don't really care. So that's why I'm just gonna put the rest of my icing, what's left, and I'm just gonna concentrate on the top. And I'm not gonna try to make it anything pretty or fancy because, again, like I said, it's just for us, for family. And since we have very small family, it's gonna go cut up and go in the freezer for later because we can't eat it all at one time. So I usually just go and do a little bit on the sides, kind of seal it in so it doesn't dry out easy while it's sitting on the in the fridge and setting. So very thin like this on the edges. See, just enough for it to kind of cover it up. And the rest I'll just gonna spread out on top and just make it very rusticy, homey look. All right, so that should do it. So I'm gonna put it in a refrigerator for a couple hours, let it set, and then we'll cut it in and see what it looks and tastes like. All right, I will see you in a few. All right, guys, so the cake been in the fridge for about 4 hours or so. So let's cut it and see what it looks like. Let's do the big piece. Something tells me it's gonna be good. Let's do like that. It feels nice and soft. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. So that's the slice. So this is what the slice looks like. Very nice and soft. You can see nice layers. Let's try. Oh my gosh. This is so good. You can see the very soft crumb. The icing is very light, it's not overly sweet. So I will definitely recommend to try this cake. Maybe now for the long holiday, just go buy supplies and try it out, and all your guests will love it. Very nice caramelly flavor, not too sweet, very moist. Such a good cake. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope somebody will give it a shot, give it a try for the recipe, and don't forget to leave me comments how it was. Did you like it? Go ahead, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye. Love you so much. Very good.
Oh my God.